Daniel Bryan takes out Shinsuke Nakamura, and Daniel Bryan has done it. Daniel Bryan is the new NLW champion. The boyhood dream has come true here tonight at WrestleMania. It's Shinsuke Nakamura! We haven't seen this man since WrestleMania, and he's picking up where he left off with Daniel Bryan. Shinsuke Nakamura with a Kinshasa. Now he set his sights on what he wants. A Kinshasa to the back of Daniel Bryan.
Shinsuke Nakamura, son, I'll give you a world title match against Daniel Bryan if you so want it. I want your ass in that ring one-on-one.
Look who's back! Daniel Bryan with a series of chair shots to the spine of Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm going to stand high and enter the dragon. Still the NLW World Champion. Because Shinsuke Nakamura, I am going to be the last man standing. Well, that is how we got here tonight. And we may have had one hell of a Hell in a Cell match here tonight, but we are far from done with the action. This is your main event, and the King of Strong Style is about to enter the Dragon. Shinsuke Nakamura had been out of action since WrestleMania. When he returned with an impact, sending Daniel Bryan through the Titantron screen. And from there, he committed a series of attacks, all to get the champion's attention and to get this world title opportunity. At WrestleMania, he was unsuccessful. Tonight, he hopes his fortunes will be different. But Nakamura, to win the world title tonight, he must remain as the last man standing. And as the challenger awaits in the ring, we are about to be graced with the presence of the NLW champion, Daniel Bryan, the American Dragon, here tonight. He is going into battle, a war, with an old rival. These two have been feuding for the better part of an entire year. And tonight, we must find a winner. Who will be the last man standing in this last man standing match? We're about to find out. Nakamura seems nonplussed. He doesn't want to start this. And the bell sounds to get on main event. Oh my god! The Kinshasa out of the gate. 1, 2, and is Shinsuke Nakamura
3,
gonna win the world title already here
4,
tonight?
5.
Bryan is dazed,
6.
but sees he's stumbling, and Nakamura with a series of knees. And a stomp on the spine for good measure, and now the reverse exploder. Nakamura out of the gate with a Kinshasa and wants to put a second. But the Psycho knee. Daniel Bryan wiping out Nakamura with the Psycho knee.
3.
And now the referee begins his count.
5.
Not even a minute in, and already both guys have hit their finishing maneuvers. But Nakamura back to his feet, but not for long. That crushing German suplex to the King of Strong Style. And Shinsuke Nakamura on the outside. Here comes Daniel Bryan for a tope. Oh my goodness! Nakamura wiping out Bryan with that kick.
2, 3.
Daniel Bryan was flying in midair as the referee halfway through his count. And he uses the ring apron to get back to his feet, and Nakamura with the ring bell and uses it to drive a knee between the bell and the skull of Daniel Bryan. Remember, no disqualifications in this matchup. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent for a 10 count. And Bryan went for the tope, but Nakamura was there with the boot to the face. And now ramming the boot in the face of Bryan. And the kick from Nakamura to Daniel Bryan, as Bryan is placed on the top rope. And a knee right to the gut. Bryan down on the outside. And now going to try and use a submission, a triangle, in between that ring post. And Nakamura taunting Bryan, but Daniel Bryan drop kicking the steel into the knees of Nakamura, and that's a wise strategy. And a DDT from Daniel Bryan to Shinsuke Nakamura.
3,
Bryan
4,
with a tornado DDT on the steel.
5,
But Nakamura back up at the count of 5 and goes back in. But Daniel Bryan on the top rope goes for the diving headbutt, but dives right into the triangle choke. Nakamura with a triangle choke applied deep onto Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is fading fast.
1,
And the referee begins his count again.
2, 3,
I think he may be knocked
4.
out.
5, 6,
He's stirring.
7,
Referee up to 7, but Bryan back to his feet. And now from the second rope, the Kinshasa. That knee strike to the back of the head. It's well documented the concussion problems Bryan has had. And Nakamura going for the Kinshasa, but misses. And now a couple of yes kicks, but misses the last one and pushed out of the ring. Nakamura saved himself that time. And look at that. Bryan resourceful, bringing the table out and whacking it in the face of Nakamura. And oh, look at this, he's got 2 tables. 2 tables set up on the outside. And Daniel Bryan wants to suplex Nakamura through them, maybe. Oh, he's close. But comes back in. And a German suplex as Nakamura falls to the outside again. Nakamura. You see he's dazed. Daniel Bryan on the top rope and dives, but crashes and burns. This table was reinforced after the last match, and Bryan fell to the full brunt of it. And Nakamura with a Kinshasa.
1,
The running knee on that announce table,
2.
and Daniel Bryan is now flat.
3, 4,
Referee up to 5.
5,
Daniel
6.
Bryan trying to stir.
7,
Can he make it to his feet?
8,
Yes, he does. Just about. Watch this again. Bryan from the top rope, crashing into the announce table, which did not give way. And then Nakamura with the knee strike. But Bryan is up at 8. But now Nakamura with a table brought in. Daniel Bryan placed on top. What is going through the King of Strong Style's mind? Not a suplex from there, maybe no. Daniel Bryan stops him, and a sunset flip. Powerbomb through the table.
2, 3,
Daniel Bryan back on his
4.
feet. The sunset flip
5.
through the table in that sunset
6.
bomb. And oh
7.
my, wants to go for the Psycho knee. Nakamura back on his feet, goes to the knees, but caught out. And through to the outside, through 2 tables.
1, 2,
Daniel Bryan sent crashing through the wood
4,
as the count begins.
5, 6, 7,
Referee is now up to 7.
8.
8 now. And somehow, some way, Daniel Bryan makes it back to his feet. Check this out again. Went for the running knee. And then boom. Powerbomb through 2 tables as Nakamura wonders what he has to do. What more can you do to Daniel Bryan? That'll do it. A stiff chair shot to the skull. And a Kinshasa to the back of the head again. Daniel Bryan has fought the odds before, but I think it may be over for him right now. Nakamura going for the Kinshasa, but the chair thrown at the face. And the yes lock. The yes lock applied with that. What is that, a kendo stick? That kendo stick wrenching at the flesh of Shinsuke Nakamura. And look at this. I tried to use it on Bryan, but Bryan blocked it. And a kendo stick shot to the spine. Nakamura. Bryan waiting. Here he comes, going for the Psycho knee, and at the same time, a Kinshasa.
1.
This is exactly how their first match together ended here in NLW, when both men hit their finishers. There was a 10 count in that match. It was ruled a draw.
7.
Will it be a draw here tonight?
8.
Nakamura back to his feet.
9.
Referee up to 9, but Bryan on his feet. What a war we are witnessing live tonight at Enter the Dragon. Still in the fight, still on their feet. Bryan went for the knee. Nakamura hit the Kinshasa at the same time. I thought we were in for a draw, and now these two men want hand-to-hand combat. Bryan says bring it on, but Nakamura collapses. The toll of this match may have been very greatly affected on Nakamura, but a low blow. A low blow from Nakamura, and we saw that in their first match together as well, before WrestleMania, and oh my god. We know what happened before. Nakamura tries to send him with a Kinshasa, but Bryan was there to reverse Nakamura through the Titantron. And a kick from Nakamura. Nakamura sent Daniel Bryan through the Titantron screen. Oh my god, no. Look at that. He tried to drop that vending machine onto Bryan. That would have crushed him. And they're in the backstage area now, fighting just behind the curtain in gorilla position. And they're very high up now. And a Kinshasa to Daniel Bryan.
1, 2.
And the referee on the floor.
3.
He's counting.
4.
As Bryan may have been knocked out by that
5.
shot.
6.
Ref up to 6.
7. 8. 9.
And somehow he's back on his feet. But Nakamura wants another Kinshasa, goes for it but misses. And oh, look at this. Well, we're right behind the Titantron here. Right behind the stage. They're on the platform. And oh my god!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And he's done it. Daniel Bryan is still your NLW champion. But I am in shock. I am in disbelief of what we just saw. Daniel Bryan. Well, we're just going to have to take a look at the replay here. I thought it was double knockout at that point. And then when Nakamura tried for a second time to put Bryan through the screen, he missed. Then the Kinshasa on the top of that stage. And Daniel Bryan running along to deliver that running drop kick, sending Nakamura off of the stage through that electrical equipment. And with that, Daniel Bryan is your winner. And Nakamura being placed on that stretcher. He is in a bad way right now. But you do what you have to when the world title is on the line. Daniel Bryan is still your World Heavyweight Champion. And he remains the last man standing.